Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the ClikVideo Core Business Model video tutorial. I'm going to be going through and actually showing you, as well as explaining the different steps involved with this very simple model. Now, in the first introduction video, I talked a little bit about how this all works, that we are working with probably high ticket type services, businesses that sell products that have a high customer value. They see and understand the value of a single lead. And these people are using video, but they're doing it incorrectly, or they're not doing it enough. So they already believe in the power of video, and often they will rely upon video. Actually, some businesses have to have or need video to actually sell their products and services. So it makes very good sense that they should expand upon that. But everybody can benefit from using video. It's a proven medium to sell more, to educate, to build a brand, to increase credibility and your expert status in your particular field. So we're going to find these videos on YouTube, and then we're also going to see if they have a Facebook page. A good chance they do have a Facebook page, and we're going to check a few things. And basically, in a nutshell, we are going to be posting their videos that they have on YouTube with our enhancements through the social video magic software, adding some enhancements to that particular video, then posting these videos to related groups related to their industry, or classified ad groups on Facebook that are related to their industry, where we're posting things for sale that they have, their products for sale. And the example I'm going to be using in this video is going to be classic cars dealers, people that sell classic cars for a living. Obviously a high ticket item. Video and images are a necessity when selling online. They don't realize that how much more powerful video can be than images, and it's just a lot easier to use images. That's why you don't see that many businesses doing video much outside of shooting just a couple videos and slapping them on YouTube and they're done. Maybe putting that YouTube video on their website. But there's a lot more that can be done. So that's the model I'm going to be using. That's just one area you can focus on automobiles, classic cars. Maybe it's Corvettes, maybe it's Ferraris, maybe it's Porsche, maybe it's compact cars, no credit check, or bad credit buyers that are seeking just transportation cars. And you can go as long as wide as you want within a particular niche. And there's other niches I'm sure that you can think of that would benefit from this type of service, higher ticket type services, like real estate obviously is one that comes to mind that most people are familiar with. But there's a lot of ways to approach this model. You just have to pick one and then make a decision to commit to it and take it through the process, and then expand upon that if you want. Go wide and deep, or go into a new model, but you have to pick one. Now, I've blown this diagram up, so it may be distorted in some areas just because I want you to be able to see it. So for example, high ticket niches in Google. Now this is also going to bring up, which is something else you can focus on with this model, it's also going to bring up affiliate programs that pay large commissions on their products and services. So this same model could be used. I mean, that's a topic for another video, but you could do the same thing here with videos, promoting your videos to earn commissions on these high-paying affiliate products that are listed here. And there's a lot. I've been to this site a couple times, and there's a lot of different affiliate programs. Some that pay you know, $500 per sale, up to $5,000 per sale. And you basically act as an affiliate for them and follow this process in the same way, and then you would earn commissions, affiliate commissions. So that's a whole different model there. Now, you can also work with businesses maybe that are in your target area that don't have an affiliate program, and work off of a lead model where you're providing them leads, or a pay per performance. So when that lead converts, you would get paid. So now we're getting into some things that you can do with Referral Ace, a local lead machine, different other products that we sell. But I just want to let you know that this is not a singular area. You don't have to just focus on auto dealers or classic car dealers, but I'm going to do that in this video just to give you some reference points. Okay, so the first step what we do is we got to find targets that we're going to work with, people that we're going to work with, that we're going to approach. So we're going to start searching the niche videos on YouTube and making sure after we see that they have YouTube videos is that they have a Facebook fan page. So we jump over here to YouTube, and let's just say the one I'm focusing on now, the classic car niche. Here is a company called Left Coast Classics that is using video. So they do have videos listed here. Looks like about 20-25 videos here that they have right now. So this is a good starting point. So if we take this first video here on a Speedster for sale, you can see that they've done some things correctly. This is their video. They've done some things correctly here with getting the URL to the vehicle, a link directly back to the page on their website that tells you more about the car. It probably has some images, but there's not enough of a description here. It needs to be more information. There also needs to be links to their Facebook page, as well as even links to, eventually what you could do is you could put links in here to the groups where their videos are posted. Okay, so you get some backlinks that way from this post. So we're tying it all together and really utilizing this description. Definitely want to get into keywords, which they have done, which is good. But and a phone number. A phone number, very important here. They don't have a phone number. We want to get that in, and any relevant contact information, of course. Okay, so there's a lot that can be done to optimize these videos, and that's something you can mention to them and give them suggestions on what they can do to help this out. And that you can get into all that with them in terms of even optimizing their channel and different things like that later on. But I'm just giving you some reference point. There's a lot that can be done that will help them get more views to this video. And they already have 4,000 views, which is great. But there's going to be videos where they just submit and they're not going to get any views for a long period of time, and you can help them in that area. Okay, so let's go back to our diagram for step 2. Are they on Facebook? Find out if they have a Facebook page and are or aren't using videos. Even if they are using videos, they're probably just posting a video. There's no call to action there on the video itself. So this model will help them understand how to do that. Most are going to be using images, as you'll see when you go through and you start testing this out. They're just using images because it's easier. It's much easier just to use images. So if I go back and I check their Facebook page out, here it is. They do have a Facebook page. And just like I said, first of all, you want to make sure you like this page. And the whole time I'm doing this, on my research, I'm going to go through and I'm going to be noting down in Notepad or spreadsheet or whatever, really the 3 most important links that we want here. Their Facebook page, their YouTube channel or where their video is, and their actual website. Okay, and then you can put some notes here if you want. But you want to be tracking all these so you can have reference for this later on. Of course, that just makes sense. But just like I said, you mentioned here, they all have images, which are better than nothing, better than just text. They have images of, obviously, the cars for sale, right? Some are monetized. Some don't have a new link. Like there should be links here directly to the page on their website that sells this particular model, this ClikVideo. This really cool Triumph here. I actually used to own one of these. Great cars. Direct link with a call to action. There's really not much of a call to action here. So there's a lot of things that can be done to improve it. I think they, here's a, looks like an unrelated post, but they do have a here's a website link. They got one here that's just to their home page, but it should be taken to this particular model. So I know they're using images pretty extensively, but how do we check if they're using videos? Well, we can just go over and click the videos tab under more, and we can see that there's no videos. Not one video to show. Okay, that's here, more, and then videos. You'll see a video tab in here. So no videos at all being used, but they're using them on YouTube. Remember, they have them all over here on YouTube. So they're really not branding properly, getting the word out about these vehicles for sale. They could be selling a lot more cars by using, going between the two here, between YouTube and Facebook, optimizing both, and then they're going to start getting search engine traffic as well with their actual keywords here and their phone number listed on their posts. Okay, so very, very important. And there's really, at first glance here, how do I find a phone number? There's no phone number here. They can also put that in their page cover, on their page cover. Put their phone number here, you know, with a call to action. Okay, so these are good candidates right here for this particular business model. Perfect candidates, okay? So let's go back. That's step 2. And let's take a look at step 3, which is we're going to use a free Chrome browser extension called Video Downloader. And this is, you have to be using Chrome to use the extension, but I'm sure there's similar ones for Firefox, Internet Explorer. But what we're going to do is we're going to download that as an extension, and here it is right here, and enable it. Now, very disclaimer here: you've got to be careful that you are downloading videos that are public, that you have the rights to. If they're not public, you can't download them, okay, and use them with this model. They have to be public videos that can be shared. So once you've enabled this extension called Video Downloader, and then when you go over here to their YouTube page or any page with a video, you're going to get this little button right here. Download this video. I click that. It's going to give me some options. The one you want to pick is MP4. Okay, and now it's going to be downloading to your hard drive that video. So obviously I want to be saving a folder for Left Coast Classics, where I have all their information stored, and that's where the MP4 video will be, because we're going to need it later on for social video magic. Okay, so I've downloaded the video. I have them noted. I've checked all these things. I've gone through the steps 1 and 2, and I've downloaded their video using the Video Downloader. Now, step 4 is we want to start the magics. Let Social Video Magic software do its thing. We're going to set it up to do its thing. So you have to make sure this software is set up properly. It's been updated many times, continuing to be updated, because that's the way it is with Facebook. You have to keep updating things on top of applications because they change. And when they change, we have to change. The software has to change. Okay? So we're going to go, I'm going to jump over to Social Video Magic now. Okay, so it's not going to be a tutorial on how to use Social Video Magic. Jeff has a lot of videos on that topic, on how to use this software. But once you've uploaded it, on your Manage Videos page, you're going to see all your videos. And here is the video standalone right here. So what we do need to do here is we need to set up our auto post setting groups. So as you can see, I've got one here for Porsche replica set up already for demonstration purposes. So you're going to edit the settings. Now this is what is going to be posted and added to every video that we submit through the software to Facebook. Okay, that posts it. So we're going to have our watermark that's going to appear on the video. Okay, now I haven't done this with this yet because I've just set up these demo models for you for this particular niche for classic cars. But this is going to be the standard settings that will apply to all the videos that you post to a group. So you want to create a code for this, and then you want to add the watermark. So in this case, the watermark would be obviously branding this company. So I would be grabbing this link right here, and that would be the watermark. I'd make it smaller, and then I would dim it so that it's a watermark. Looks like a watermark, right? Okay, so jump back over there. So that would be, and then I would position where I want it to be. Bottom left is good. And then my call to action that's going to appear at the end of the video on this particular group setting. Learn more, so they're going to be learning more about this vehicle. Now this would be a link back to their website. And let me back up just a second. And then I would probably put full details on this Porsche. Okay, since that's the group settings. I'm targeting the Porsche replica, right? Full details on the settings. On full details on this Porsche. Okay, so let me back up just a second. Bear with me here. And there's a couple things that we want to check out. So let's click to their website. Okay, and they're doing, this is good because they're directly linking to the page where the video is. Great, great so far. They're serving up, looks like AdSense ads, which is, I wouldn't do that on this type of site. It just totally changes the first impression of this business. Dropbox for business. What's that have to do with my Speedster? That looks pretty bad. Would never do that. This is not a video, it's an image. One image. Now I think they do have some videos here. They have a slideshow and they do have a video gallery. So they're using them on their website. Many that you come across will not even be using video on their website. They'll just have images. They all have images. Now this particular model has sold. Now another thing you can do with that is if you're working with a client, classic car dealer, and they have sold the vehicle, what am I going to do? All I'm going to do is go down here and add this vehicle has been sold, but we have additional Porsche Speedsters in stock. Click here to see our inventory of Speedsters. Okay? Or if they have one, we have another one that just came in, another call to action. So you always want to see if they have additional vehicles the same, because you don't want disappointment. It's almost like not taking down a classified ad on Craigslist when the item is sold and the guy's all excited about it. He calls you up and he's ready to come over right now and buy what you got, and then you tell him, oh, it's been sold. It sold a couple weeks ago. Well, why didn't you, delete your listing or put sold next to it? Okay, so we can avoid that disappointment. and still keep everything in line for the search. We don't want to change everything up here, except for adding a little blurb about this vehicle has sold, update, this vehicle has sold, but we have more, or we have another one. Okay, so that's kind of an important thing, because we're really repurposing that video without changing it too much. Okay, so you may want to take notes. I'm going to give you a lot in this video. I understand it might be a lot of information, so I want you to go back and watch it several times so you can pull different things from it. Instead of being very, very vague, I'm going to be detailed as possible so I can give you as much information as I can for this model. Okay? Because there's a couple other things that we can do here on this page. We can go in and, as an additional service, we can offer to have a pop-up show up on this page, and Engage a Fire pop-up, or any pop-up software will do that. And what would that pop-up say? What do you think it would say? Well, there's a number of ways to skin a cat. As we know, there's a lot of things we can do with a pop-up. But I would have this on a scroll, so that once they've scrolled down and actually looked at stuff, I'd have it pop up probably down past 50%. And my pop-up would probably be, now you can also look at a few things, key things about their page that they definitely need to get rid of this stuff, these AdSense banners. But this is something to consider. Applying for credit to buy this car. That's something that could be on the pop-up. Could be a secondary call to action. But the first one needs to be a mechanism for them to collect buyers. Someone interested in buying speedsters. So I would have a pop-up that definitely included a phone number at the top so they can call right away, because no phone number here, not that I see. Looks like you got to dig, you got to wade through the AdSense ads. I'm not knocking this company and this site because they are doing some things wrong. I'm just being very detailed and showing you some of the things that you can recommend to businesses that'll help build up your own credibility here. So I would have a pop-up that first of all had their phone number, but ask them if they want to get more information about speedsters, or if they want to have their speedster inventory emailed to them. Something like that. Get on our list to be notified when we have additional speedsters come into inventory. A call to action related to what they are looking for. Okay? Not to get information on Corvettes, to check out our inventory of Ferraris, see our press releases, or whatever else. We want to target directly to speedster buyers and help them make a better decision. Now this kind of goes with my ClikVideo business model, where we can provide some research to them on maybe what some of the review sites say about speedsters, and we can have them opt in to receive that, and then we would send them back to links, maybe Edmunds, or I don't know if Edmunds is going to have this type of vehicle there, but speedster websites that people are talking about them, maybe even a Facebook page. So you're providing free information, as well as you're going to get this, you're going to get notified when we have additional car speedsters in stock. And if you need financing, we can help you out with that. So it's hard to say make your pop-up like this, because there's a lot of ways to go with this. You have to look at the page and think like a customer, someone who is looking to buy a speedster, what would they want? What would help them? Okay, they're already on the site, so they can go through and they can check out more of the links here. We got to give them something that's not on the site already. It's something that'd be of value. Aside from maybe showcasing something that has to do with buying the vehicle. Although this is on the site, a little banner here, we could make it bigger and showcase it that we have financing available. You can apply for financing and buy this car financed. Okay? So that's just, I know I got off track a little bit there, but I wanted to just let you know that there's more than just the core model that can be done. These are services that you can add on, like having an Engagifier pop up on this page. You can offer that service and then manage it, because it's very important to collect leads. Okay? And again, I'm trying to be as detailed as possible. This is going to be a longer video, and I want to get everything in. Okay, so let's jump back over to model. We're on step 4, right? Uploading the video to Social Magic. And we're going to add an optional intro, outro. Talked about doing the watermark with their logo. Add a phone. We can add a phone number as a text overlay. And obviously, we're going to add the call to action, directing viewers to the car listing page on their site or opt-in. Better to have the opt-in in an Engagifier pop-up that comes on. I just explained that right here. Okay. Now, I don't recommend with these, depending on how long the video is, don't recommend using an intro, but an outro, definitely. Having some sort of outro call to action that reinforces what was said in the video. Use some creativity. I want you to think for yourself here. I can't give you point blank, this is what you should do. You have to think for yourself on what a customer want to see. How's it going to benefit that customer? Watching the video without looking like I'm forcing this vehicle down their throats and trying to sell it. I'm desperate to sell it. Okay, that's the good thing about this software, is you don't have to put links in the description area of our video on Facebook. We don't have to add, like here's one of my pages. We don't have to add a description. We can just have them click the video. Okay, which is going to get more clicks because they don't assume from the get-go they're going to be sold something. So they just check it out. Maybe they like speedsters already. They just want to see what it is. Oh, it's for sale. Great. Okay, so we're inside of Social Video Magic. We've added our call to action. We talked about that. We're going to probably skip an intro, so we don't need to worry about that. And we're going to add an outro, which, let's see here, I haven't done on this yet. So let's see, my custom videos, and I provided some of these for you. You can see right here, here's what this one looks like. So this is more an outro for selling your service, this entire model. That's what those outros are for. So obviously that's not going to be good for a Porsche, classic Porsche Speedster video. So you want to have something that's relevant, that maybe lets them know to click the Learn More button coming up. Thanks for watching the video. And then of course we want to get a phone number in on that slide if possible. Phone number. Don't load it down with links. You know, link here, Facebook page. Here's my home page. Here's my LinkedIn profile. Don't load it down. We can get some of that in here on our YouTube channel page, our YouTube video page. Okay? So we just want the video to show up And we want it to be very simple. Let me get to the end of that video. So we're getting towards the end of this video right here. So this is where I'd have my outro slide appearing right at the end of this right here, which is like this, but having a phone number and then a message that click the Learn More button. So here's our call to action, which is a live link right here. Okay, so we've kept it real simple and we've kind of walked them down the path. Tell them that what's going on. And like I said, I haven't done this, but this video would be watermarked with this logo throughout the entire video. And we may even have the phone number constantly on the video all the way through. I mean, these are things you got to test out. You could just start it out plain and just have the call to action at the end. Make sure you have your outro slide with the phone number and letting them know how they can view more information about this vehicle. Click on the Learn More button. Okay? Or you can add some more things to it. But I wouldn't do any more than I just explained, because you want this to get viewed. You don't want people to get distracted and think, oh, this guy's really trying to sell this thing hard. I'm going to keep that to a minimum. Okay, so once I've set up, this is for groups, posting in groups. I'm going to save these settings. Okay, so now I can select, when I'm posting for the Porsche replica, I can actually select where I want this to go. And you want to do the same thing for just general auto post settings. Now this will be more generic for your business. We're not being specific here. Same concept. So you got to use your own advisement on what to do with this. But when we get into the group settings, we definitely want to create individual groups for the niches that we're targeting, of course. So if you're using this for this model, I would probably have a call to action like I've done to your service page that is explaining how this service works. Remember that call to action I showed you before? This particular video outro is getting them to learn more about the actual service that I'm teaching you here. Okay? And then now when we're ready to post videos, we're going to go to Manage My Videos. We're going to find that video. And we're going to check it, and then we're going to post it. Now, with the model, there's two options, option A and option B. Okay, option A is to post to Facebook groups. Option B is to post to a client profile. Now, option B, we have to do some things with the Facebook application. And everybody should have this now. You should be upgraded free to the agency level. So you can ignore this because everybody got upgraded. But we're going to follow the prompts in the software to share the video you just uploaded to target groups and your own Facebook profile page. Auto group, post group settings can be set up inside of SVM to isolate target groups, just like I did before. So if I'm going to target groups, I need to sign up for groups, right? So let me go to manage, one second, my social profiles. And you can see once you've joined groups and been accepted, or all your pages will come in, you follow the instructions for the software, you can update your profiles, and they're all going to display here and give you, so you can select the ones where you're going to be posting. And you can see I've got several here for classic cars for sale, classic cars for sale, classic American muscle cars for sale. So you want to find relevant groups to where you're targeting and join those groups. I'm not going to show you how to do that. It's pretty Everybody should know how to do that. Classic cars for sale. Okay, so you see all these groups that I'm going to be selecting when I do my post. So if we back up, I know I'm kind of jumping around here a lot, so that's where you're going to need to watch this video a couple times. This is my video, remember. We've set up our auto post group settings. Now we need to title this video, and we need to put a description in here for it. So awesome Porsche replica, and this status message would be, hey, I just posted this awesome looking Porsche replica. You've got to see this thing. Watch the video. Okay, and then this is learn more. You're going to have a link, as I mentioned, back to a page on their website that possibly has an Engage a Form pop-up here. Okay, and then the call to action, which is going to be it's going to be the text at the end of this video, or excuse me, these icons, the text here. It's actually going to be the text is going to show up right here, actually, for the call to action. Now, if you don't put anything in there, it'll just put the URL. So you definitely want to have text in this section. Keep it short. Okay, so maybe get full details on this Porsche. Okay, and now I'm going to select my profiles. I probably should put something in here real quick, but I've already posted this video. Enter description. 1 second, I'm going to do that and I'll pause the video. Okay, yeah, another thing I forgot to mention, it has so much information here. I'm trying to get it in a short amount of time. I want to keep this video under an hour. But another thing we want to do is we want to go over here, look at their Facebook, their YouTube listing, and make sure that we grab the text in here. We're using, don't have to add all this, but we want to take the first couple keywords and we want to add that in to our title for our video. Okay, and I hope you know why we're doing that. I shouldn't have to tell you why we're doing that. And then we want to repeat it in the description with some other information. You could now this is something that I would test. You could put the phone number in here, but I don't on Facebook. I just don't know if I agree with that when we're trying to sell something. I think it's better to have it on the video itself, but you know, you may want to add in the phone number if you want. Personally, I just wouldn't do it on Facebook. Okay, and then my post status, I just posted a video on the Ebercool 1957 Porsche. Get those keywords in there again. You got to watch this. And then I have my learn more, and then I have my call to action at the end. And then even getting another keyword in here. I don't know if that's going to help on the image and on the call to action. So now I've done this. I'm going to select the profiles where this video is going to be submitted. Okay, and so obviously we are going to be picking the classic car groups that we signed up for. Okay, we became a member of. And you can start out small just to test the waters here. Let the software stretch its muscles. Okay, and then you can build upon more and more as you go on. But you don't want to be posted to 100 groups right out of the gate. Start small, work your way up, and then you're going to go through and you're going to post. Very simple. You're going to click here to do the post, and you're going to have all those videos show up under your My Post in the posting queue. It'll give you a status of what's taking place. Okay, so let's jump back over here to our diagram. Again, I want you to ignore this because everybody's upgrade has the agency level free. You have that on automatically. And I'm giving you everything here, so that's why it's I'm being so detailed. But in real speed, this is not going to take you as long as I'm explaining it. I'm just being very detailed in my explanation, okay? Because optionally here, you can manually post your how it works video. So you basically, this is what's selling your service, right? Where you're going to use the same model to sell our actual service, to get businesses interested in doing this with us. So we'll have a screencast video of the process and the benefits to the client, and we can post that. If we posted their video of their vehicle to their page, we can post our video underneath it. The next video would be ours that explains the process, how this whole thing works, and then we can link to a couple of their groups where their actual video has been posted. So this is one of those things that you just want to note that you can add in later, make a note of, because this is very powerful in terms of what I'm going to get to in a moment. And I think what I'm going to do for option B, for time's sake, is do a separate video on using the app built in as to the agency level, where you have to create an app and how all that works. There is information inside the software on doing this, but how it applies to this model where you're going to actually share the video that you grab, their video that you grab from YouTube, and uploaded it to this software, it's going to be posting to their actual fan page, And so you have to do some steps that have to take place in order for that to happen. So some additional comments regarding option 1 of the 5th step. Group posting can be done for multiple clients quite easily with the software. Yes, I showed you how you can manage, set up different profiles, posting profiles. Just make sure you're not posting links in the description area, unless, and the only exception would be if you're posting to like classified ad type groups where it's accepted, it's welcomed to put a link to what you have for sale. People are accustomed to seeing that in a classified ad group. But in just like a group that for people that love Porsche Speedsters, and they're passionate about them, and they're talking about them, what they have, and they have the pictures of their cars and modifications they've done and all that, that's not where you want to be posting your link in the description. Those are more specific fan pages where people are talking about it. They're not necessarily selling, although people will be selling on those pages just like they do in a forum. You got to look at it like a forum. It's very simple. If it was a Porsche Speedster forum, you wouldn't be posting a link to something for sale there. You may, initially anyway, you're going to get in there and post some interesting stuff. Hey, here's my car. Here's a video on my car type thing. And then later on, you can say, hey, my car's for sale. And then you can link over. But on a classified site, very different. Now we can go into sell mode and we can alter and add in. You don't have to do a whole lot more to the video itself, but I would add in the description area when you're posting to the group on Facebook, I would add links and more stronger call to actions to buy this vehicle. Okay, only have one in stock. You know, the last 2 sold out. You know, things like that, because we're selling in this. Okay, and option B is best used when you have gained a client's trust and they are on board. Then they're going to start seeing the value of what you're doing, because we're going to be doing this up front for them. It's easy to do with the software. And once we get in, then we can go into this model. This model, option B of 5B, where we're dropping our video right on their fan page. okay? Because it's the things they have to do on their end. So that's why it's a good service to upsell later, and then you can post all their videos to their actual fan page. And so option A is obviously a giant foot in the door, among other benefits, because you're going to be posting to these groups, and then you're going to show them that you posted to these groups. At the same time, explaining what your service is, as I mentioned up here, and I'm going to talk about on step 6. Okay, but first a few option A scenarios here. You post video to the groups, and then you post the video to your own profile or to one of your own pages. So that way you can reference it. You can link to it so they can see how it works, or they can see what it looks like, the video. Okay? You post a video, another option, post a video to groups, then you manually post a how it works video to their profile page. So you don't need to use the software, you don't need to set up an app, you're just going to manually go in and post your video that says, this is how my service works. Here's what I did. I posted to your poor speedster to these groups, and you give them a few links where they can check it out. So they can link over and they can see it posted in the groups. And they're going to wonder, yeah, how'd you do that? I want to do that for more of my vehicles, right? That's ultimately what we're getting at. Another scenario, or getting to, another scenario is you post video to groups, you post to your profile page, and then you post your how it works video to your profile page. So you have all those 3 videos, or you have 2 videos in a line on your own profile page, and then you're linking, you can link over to the groups. Have I lost you? If so, watch this video again. There's a lot of information here because this is a real business model, and I want to make sure you have all the details. Okay, step 6, we're going to create a screencast video explaining how the process works, as I talked about, the benefits, ability to add links to Facebook videos, etc. And then you're going to add your own call to action to the video, directing them to your own opt-in page. Maybe that's an Engageifier page to collect leads, to get people to sign up for the service, the free trial. And you're also going to be pointing out the uniqueness of having the call to action over top of the video, which they're not going to know how you did that. Okay? The video can be posted on the client profile page manually. You can outsource this, or on a group after their video with call to action has been pasted to that same group. So if we're going back over to the original model, we're posting to a group, their poor speedster on a related group. Okay, you with me? Then we can post that same video on their profile page. And of course, we're not doing this for free. We can tell them that you could start out our first 2 videos we do for free for you, and then here's what we charge for the remaining videos you have in inventory. So we're letting them know this is not, we are a business that does this professionally. We're not just doing it because we're nice people. Okay, so step 7 is we're going to follow up and send a Facebook message, or go through their contact form, if they have one here, on their page. And again, this is in real speed. This is not going to take you as long as my explanation. Mentioning what you did for them in a link to the videos you just posted. So wherever you posted them, you're going to link to them. Here they are on my profile page. Here they are in groups. Here's what I just did for you. So now you send them to your profile page in a group and they check them out. What else are they going to see besides their video? They're going to see your screencast video that you also posted to your profile that explains the service. Even though you can do that in your message. Say, I can do the same thing for the rest of the vehicles in your inventory. Just contact me and we can talk more about it. And you're going to prepare for some pretty good responses. Because you've just taken their video, you've added live links pointing back to them. You've got a call to action that points to their website. And you posted this to groups on Facebook as well as your profile page. And of course, you can always post later to their Facebook page. And they're going to be like, how did you do all that? How did you do that? Giving them free exposure for nothing. Think about what you just did. You took a video of theirs, like I said, branded it with a live call to action, uploaded it to a targeted group, and put it on your page as well, and then their page later on without asking for a dime. And then you posted, well, I just said this, didn't I? You posted a how-to video with your links for them to see and others to see, also share and engage with you. So at the same time that we are posting their vehicle for sale on Facebook groups related to their vehicle and our profile page, we've also posted our video that explains the service, and those both can get shared, right? Especially when we get into posting on their profile page, on the actual page itself, which is right here. When we start posting videos that autoplay, once they're scrolled on, they will start playing instead of images. They're going to see their sales start to really increase. So now in Wash Up Good, we're going to rinse and scale this single niche out as far as you can. For example, auto dealers, you can offer to post videos of their new inventory weekly. Same can apply to real estate agents, many others that have high turnover, high ticket inventory, stuff that turns over. Real estate agents are constantly selling homes, so they get new listings. Auto dealers are constantly getting cars from the auction that they're selling. So this is repeat business, and that means a repeat service for you, because you can continue to offer this service for the rest of their vehicles. And this, of course, it would be an upsell, because we're going to upsell to their entire inventory. So we're going to go outside of Porsche Speedsters, and maybe we'll start listing some of their other vehicles that they have. We're doing the same thing for Ferrari that we did for the Speedster, joining Ferrari groups and things like that. You can charge big bucks for this. The software does most of the heavy lifting. I'm giving you the long version on this video, but in real speed, it's not that hard to set this up. Okay? Then you can upsell to, you know, on-site marketing collateral, handling the emails, you know, and then anything else you offer. Mobile websites, whatever other internet marketing related services that you offer. So they can have some on-site marketing collateral that says, hey, check out our videos on Facebook. And then, of course, once they get in there, it links to where, you can even link to where they are on the groups, where they're listed on the groups. But that's just going to be for marketing purposes. The videos on the groups are pointing them back to the actual lead capture page, their website, where the vehicle is, with an opt-in form optionally. Okay, so there's a lot of ways that you can tie in the upsells, plenty of upsells built into this. Of course, this is all mobile ready. You know, Facebook is mobile, so you don't have to worry about the videos that are going to play on a mobile device. And additional tools that will be available and are available now, some of them that are available, done for you marketing materials that will be coming soon that you're going to get. I'm not sure if this is going to be free or not. It might be an upgrade, small upgrade, but there will be a Facebook group that's free. custom intros and outros related to the model, which will be free, and then a screencast model overview video that you'll be able to customize for selling the service. You'll be able to add your own intro, outro that for this video, and then slap it up that actually sells the entire service that I just went through. This entire business model, and I was very, very detailed. So let's just do a quick review to finish up, a recap. Step 1, refining targets by searching YouTube and see if they have videos out there and if they have a fan page. Step 2, we find out that they do have a Facebook fan page, but they're using a couple videos or they're using no videos. Great either way. But they're mostly using images of the vehicles. We make sure we like the page. We download the free Chrome browser extension and download their video from YouTube and save it to a folder, making sure that this video can be shared. So now we have an MP4 of their actual video. Download the target's assets. Now we're going to start the process, start the magic by uploading the video to Social Video Magic and adding our intro, outro, preferably outro only, watermark, phone number, and various things that are going to show up on the video. We're going to choose option A, which following the prompts to set up, so it's going to post to our targeted Facebook groups that are related to our video. We're going to make sure we set up the auto post settings to accommodate that. Okay, I'm going to talk about option B in another video. Step 6 is we're going to show and sell. We're going to showcase what we do through a screencast video, walking them through the process on the benefits and the ability to post, that we can post their videos on Facebook groups, even to their Facebook pages and our page, of course. Adding our call to action, which would go to our web page with an opt-in form for them to get started, learn more about the service, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And then we're going to follow up either through Facebook or through their website contact form, letting them know what we just did for them and showing them through links what we just did for them. Okay? And then we're going to own it. We are going to own it and realize that what we have here is very powerful, and we're going to get ready to repeat it, rinse and scale it, staying in that same niche, continuing to do more Porsche Speedsters, maybe for them or for another company. And now we have a case study. We can show them what we did for Classic Car Dealer A. We go to Classic Car Dealer B and we show them. And then we can upsell them into their entire inventory. So more than just Porsche Speedsters. We can do the rest of the cars on the lot. Okay, so that's this video model, a long version of this video model. You're going to need to watch this video a couple times to get it, but I hope it's sinking in how powerful this is by using the Social Video Magic software to do a bulk of it for you in real speed. This is not going to take you very long to do, because keep in mind we don't have to create a video. You can get into that later if you want. The video is already done for us, because we're going to find clients that have videos already, but they're just not doing enough with them. We're enhancing those videos and making those videos actually, the video itself actually help sell and brand for the business. Okay? And by now you should start thinking about other industries, other niches that you can apply this model to. High ticket. Now obviously it makes sense to work with high ticket businesses because one single lead has tremendous value. Now when I sold it to a health food store, and they don't really do high ticket, but the average ticket could be decent size. but they already were doing videos, so they wanted to do more with videos. So it was an easy transition into this model. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can post to the Facebook group. I know there's a lot here. It'll take you a little bit of time to digest it, but start thinking about some of the things or some of the areas where this can be applied, other niche groups or industries where you can apply this, something that you maybe have knowledge in right now that you can apply this to, and making sure that it's high ticket. And they have Facebook videos, I mean YouTube videos. It's a long video. Whew. But any questions? And then again, here's the client marketer benefits, obviously, and the client benefits. Real quick, you're being really aggressive, and you're kind of assuming the sale with this because you're doing the work in advance and you'll be rewarded for it later. Show and sell environment, you're not promising anything and then having to deliver. Easy collection of leads from the interested parties, so you're opt-in. Perfect for car dealers, real estate agents, and other high-ticket type businesses. Infinitely scalable across many niches, vertical and wide. And the screencast video acts as a sales tool for you, as often competing businesses will check the other out. So they'll look at other fan pages from of their competitors. Okay, the client benefits, more exposure through video, of course. That goes without saying. High-ticket clients covet a single lead higher than a low-ticket client. It's using a medium video that they already sold on, and big one here, the ability to stand out among their competitors because they're using FB, Facebook authorized videos that have call to actions. The others that are even using video most likely don't have that. You get all the benefits of Facebook sharing, the viral facilities through the pages in the related group. And the software itself has multiple client benefits and upsells built right into it that you can do, that you can utilize to help sell this. So on behalf of Social Video Magic and Jeff Long, I hope you've enjoyed this very long tutorial on the ClikVideo model. And more importantly, I hope that you will put it into use right away. Dig in, learn this model so that you understand it. Set up the software. You probably have the software already set up. Test some things out and commit to it. Thanks a lot for watching, and make sure you also check the bottom of this page because I have additional business models that I'll be releasing. Thanks again.